Hi there and welcome. My name is Johnny from Yuno Media, the home of systems-driven marketing, and in this video we are going to be talking about Facebook audiences, so stay tuned. If you have any questions or would like to contact us about anything you see in this video, just feel free to drop anything in the chat below or also put a link to book a call with us. Alright, thanks for watching. So when we're talking about a Facebook audience, what we mean is the audience that your ad is delivered to. And Facebook has collected a lot of data on you and a lot of data on the people on the site and going through the app. And the idea is that they can show your ad to exactly the right people and you can pick who your ad goes to. And that's what we call a Facebook audience. So the first thing you should do when you get onto there is start to experiment with what audiences you think could work for you. And you're probably going to want to pick 2 or 3 or sometimes even 4 audiences. And what you really want to be doing is testing out which audience works best for you. So running, for example, your same advert to those different sets of audiences to see which one gives you your best conversion rate. Don't just stick with one audience and think, oh, okay, that's working or that's not working. Just have a few in mind that you want to test out kind of one after another. So what you have to have set up if you're looking to see how well your audiences are working, you have to have conversion tracking set up for your ads. Now, conversion tracking is, someone fills in a lead form or someone comes to your website and does a specific action, so through the Facebook pixel, and that's set up. And you have to have that set up because if you're looking to test out different audiences on Facebook, you have to know which conversions are important, and then you could say, for example, test one audience versus another audience, an A/B test. And you're looking not for like how many clicks they get, you're looking for how many conversions they drive, and for that you need conversion tracking set up. Now, one of the quirks in Facebook that we've when it comes to Facebook audiences, that we've noticed when we've been running our ads is that you can narrow your audience down and keep narrowing and keep narrowing. And the way you do that is you would type in an audience, say for example, let's say you're selling golf equipment. You might say people between a certain age range, and you might click a button that says narrow, and you narrow it down further, and you say people are interested in golf. Now, you might think that's the best way to work. In some cases it can be, but you might also just want to try a really broad audience, because what the Facebook algorithm is very good at is just working through and picking the right people because of the data they've got, and they can very quickly match an ad to the people, and it's almost like you can let Facebook algorithm do its work. So say for example for that one, you literally might just type in an age range within a certain area and then let the algorithm do the work. So the one thing I would say in this one is don't just test out very specific audiences, also give very broad audiences a test and try and let Facebook's algorithm do its work. So I just talked about how good broad audiences can be, but you definitely want to test out some narrow audience as well to a smaller section. Now, just the one thing to be careful on here, because this is a mistake we often see people make, is that when you set up an audience, you've actually set up quite a broad one, because let's go for that example, golf again. When you go down to interests at the bottom and you're thinking, okay, maybe people are interested in golf, maybe people are interested in, you've got 3 interests, say, that you want people that you're looking for. What people tend to do is just put in those 3, one after another. Now, let's say, for example, you're looking for golf holidays, so you're looking for people who like to travel and who are into golf. If you just put those 2 in without narrowing it down, it would just say, okay, anyone who's interested in golf and anyone who's interested in traveling, even if they're not interested in golf, are going into this audience. Once you put it in the bottom, you've got to make sure you click the narrow bit, and then once you click the narrow bit, then it will say, okay, people who are interested in this, narrow, who are also interested in this. So people are interested in golf, click the narrow button, people are also interested in traveling and going abroad.